I was reading today, in our Haftarah portion, part of it says, "For the isles will hope for me, and the ships of Tarshish is in the beginning to bring your sons from afar, their silver and their gold with them, in the name of the Lord your God, and for the Holy One of Israel, for he has glorified you. And the foreigners shall build your walls, and the kings shall serve you." Um, I will very cautiously say that my background has not been one of the Republican or right wing at all, although I married a woman from Texas and that helped to change a lot of that perspective. But I will say this, that my understanding is that Charlie Kirk supported Israel and was a very righteous person, a godly person. So, just moving on for a second here. In Genesis 14 to 17 says, "And the king of Sodom went out to meet him after his return from the slaughter of Chedorlaomer, and the kings that were with him in the valley of Shaveh, which is in the king's dale. And Melchizedek, the Melchizedek, king of Salem, king of peace, brought forth bread and wine, and he was a priest of the Most High God." There are some arguments. Some people say that he was a Gentile. Some people say that he was not. I think there's a good argument for that he was, but let's continue. "And he blessed him and he said, Blessed be Abram of the Most High God, possessor of heaven and earth. Blessed be the Most High God who hath delivered thine enemies into thy hand and gave him tithes of all." So we move on. Another example here in Matthew 8, 8 to 13. "And the centurion answered and said, Lord, I am not worthy that thou shouldest come under my roof, but speak the word only, and my servant shall be healed. For I am a man under authority, having soldiers under me. And I say to this man, Go, and he goeth, and to another, Come, and he cometh, and to my servant, Do this, and he doeth it. And when Yeshua heard it, he marveled and said unto them, Verily I say unto you, I have not found so great a faith, no, not in Israel. And I say unto you, many shall come from the east and the west, and shall sit down with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. And then, going from the Mishneh Torah, written by the Rambam of blessed memory, Kings and Wars 8, and around the 11th part there, it says, anyone who accepts upon himself and the fulfillment of these seven mitzvot and is precise in their observance is considered one of the pious among the Gentiles and will merit a share in the world to come. Just a little ode to Charlie Kirk. I believe he's one of those righteous Gentiles that will be received in the world to come. I think he did a great service. I don't agree with his politics necessarily, but I agree with his heart and his love for our Messiah, even though his understanding of Yeshua might be different than ours. He seemed very genuine. He seemed very righteous. I've heard him talk in many different ways about that. And he loved Israel and he supported Israel's place. I believe that, not knowing, but I believe that Charlie Kirk will be received in the Olam Haba as one of the righteous Gentiles. And he serves as a memory for us that there are righteous Gentiles out there. And what a beautiful place righteous Gentiles have within God's plan. And he may have some Jewish background, I don't know. But just to say this, um, while my heart goes out to the family members that were affected by this loss, I think we should celebrate the life of an incredibly good man. And we should use this as a reference not to hold ourselves high above the Gentiles, thinking ourselves better, although Hashem has given us a place specific and unique to us, but rather to recognize that there are righteous Gentiles out there. And hopefully to use this as an example of what we should aspire to as well, to have been given. Charlie Kirk didn't have Judaism. He didn't grow up in the background. He didn't know all the things that we know. And yet still, he clung to righteousness and he clung to good things. And I hope that his memory will be blessed in his family and serve as an example for us on how we should be unafraid to defend the truth and, if necessary, hazard a bit of our lives for that which is true and right. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you and have a good Sabbath.